80% of the yoga happens off the mat, not on the mat. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you will not be able to assimilate and absorb the nutrients from the eating during the day unless you clean the first thing in the morning.
Here I come.
And it cannot be coffee.
Yeah.
It cannot be tea.
Today we have a wellness and health coach. She's also a yoga instructor. Her name is Manica. So you organize online yoga classes?
Yes, I have it on my Instagram page.
Yeah. So can you share with us some basic steps for beginners maybe? So they don't feel like overwhelmed and things are too stressful for them in the beginning? Because I know for you, for example, it wasn't that easy. Right.
See, I had a fluctuating relationship with my body. Honestly, I had fluctuating weight. I felt like low on confidence, honestly. I would feel the need to hide myself behind baggy clothes or maybe crop my pictures or just get clicked in a certain angle. I thought it was normal, honestly. Developed severe acne. I never had an issue with acne before, but when it started to just break out on my face, it kind of broke something inside me. Yes.
So what were some tips and tricks that if a beginner wants to start to, they can implement to like have an easy start?
How I started was I picked one habit at a time, but I would still want to conclude my journey in like 7 habits.
Okay.
So first comes with just having a clean body. Okay, and how do we clean our body? If you allow me, I would just break it down for you.
Break it down, yeah. Welcome to the Chicha Show, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a wellness and health coach. She's also a yoga instructor. Her name is Manica. Thanks for coming, Manica.
Thank you so much for having me, Chi.
It's a pleasure. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
Yeah.
North India.
North of India?
Yeah.
Where specifically?
Delhi.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
How's life going for you these days?
Life has been amazing.
Yeah.
Like I've moved to a different country and it's different. And there have been certain challenges in the beginning, but I think it has been a roller coaster. It has been amazing.
And are you happy so far?
Yes, certainly very happy because I did hear a lot about moving here.
Yeah.
Like that people might be a bit cold and it'll take me a while to make friends. I might get lonely. But thankfully, nothing of that sorts has happened.
Yeah.
I made friends within 1 week of moving here, and touch would have been lucky.
Yeah.
So yes, I think the place is wonderful.
How's your mental health?
It's good, and I'm working on it. And it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Yes, it's a wave, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some days are like sometimes I'm on the crest, sometimes it's the trough. Yeah.
So on your bio on Instagram, you have like a link where you do online classes. It says you're an online yoga instructor.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
So you organize online yoga classes. Do you have a link where people can like register for that?
Yes, I have it on my Instagram page.
Yeah.
And I'm also working on my website.
Okay.
So I would launch that soon. So that would make it easier for me to reach more audience.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's great. And what prompted this change from that you're saying you want to also do like in the gyms, like to do some yoga instructions in the gym?
I guess because when we meet people physically, there's a different exchange of energy.
Yeah.
And it would just not be restricted to the screen. You know what the person is feeling, like obviously there's a vibe even as an instructor. So sometimes you are teaching and there needs to be like I would want a human connection.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So that would make the sessions more mindful, more like the students can take more back home.
All right.
Yeah, with the session.
You're also a certified plant-based chef?
Yes.
Yeah. How did that come
Can
about?
I like
Yeah.
uh,
Go
say
ahead.
something
Yeah.
in between? Sorry, I forgot to mention, but like earlier,
Hmm.
I have been working in the finance department in India, so I actually have made this shift to yoga and wellness.
Okay.
So maybe if I want to start about my journey, I can start with just being in a 9 to 5 job
Yeah.
and then choosing this over other things.
Mm. So before doing all of this, you were in a 9 to 5 job.
Yes.
Oh, I see. I see. And how did this certified plant-based chef come about? How did you learn about cooking and all of that?
I was not at all into cooking
Okay.
to begin with.
Yeah.
I think I saw life very differently
Mhm.
before COVID happened. It was more about kind of success which society had defined for me. So I was just following that. The numbers, getting into a certain job, working in a certain department in India, which had a lot of externalities to it. Like it was quite a revered um, place
Yeah.
to be in.
Yeah.
And I was looked at differently, like in a very respectable way
Mhm.
to be working there. So I felt that okay, I've made it
Yeah.
now. Life is sorted,
Okay.
so I can think of other things in life. But it really didn't give me the kind of satisfaction that I was looking for. It wasn't really the place I wanted. I felt that I belonged. So there was a certain urge to keep looking. And when I began my wellness journey, that was after I got married, because I had certain physical issues. So I wanted to overcome that. And I wanted to eat healthier. And of course, I got introduced to the world of yoga as well. But when I wanted to eat healthier, so the first thing was that what healthy meant didn't seem like very appetizing an option for me. So I wanted that whatever I'm cooking, I should also want to eat it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So that's when I wanted to learn different ways of cooking, something which can look really presentable because I love aesthetics. So I wanted to experiment with food as well. And yes, I loved being creative in the kitchen. I felt my kitchen was like my temple
Yeah.
where I was taking charge of my health. So um, being being healthy, being fit is not just about lifting weights and running a certain kilometer or
Yeah.
working out for certain hours. It also starts with what you put in your body, what you're eating. It starts from there. Honestly, it started from there for me because I changed my food, and that kind of made me more disciplined towards my practice, towards my physical movement as well.
And what were some of these insecurities you had about your body?
See, I had a fluctuating relationship with my body.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had fluctuating weight. Okay, sometimes I was skinny. Sometimes I would put on
Mhm.
because my body puts on weight easily. Okay,
Okay.
so I felt like low on confidence. Honestly, I would feel the need to hide myself behind baggy clothes, or maybe crop my pictures, or just you know get clicked in a certain angle.
Yeah.
I have been like quite conscious of it, but I thought it was normal. Honestly, I felt okay with it until and unless I developed severe acne, which was like due to hormonal changes. And I never had an issue with acne before. But when it started to just break out on my face, it kind of broke something inside me. I think I wasn't, I would always, even while I would be talking to people, I would always be thinking, oh, why are they staring at me? Why are they looking at my face? Are they noticing? Are they listening to me, or they're looking at my face?
Yeah.
So those kind of things had happened. And it was a wake up call that I have to take, I have to do whatever it takes, and I have to take action now. So we all have been hearing about eating healthy, eating your veggies and all that. So, but like, unless something just is too alarming, you don't really want to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was a wake up call when I was willing to do anything it takes to just get my skin back,
Yeah.
get my confidence back. And I didn't know anything else back then. So that's when I was okay to cook.
Yeah.
I was okay to eat my veggies and make sure whatever I was eating, I was like really disciplined about it. And also be more disciplined about my practice. And it changed me completely.
Yeah.
Because I didn't just, it didn't just help my skin, but it also reconnected me to my purpose.
Okay. And by purpose, what do you mean?
So by purpose, I mean, I want to really tell people about wellness, about the importance of discipline, of movement, especially yoga, because yoga is just not about the physical postures and the difficult asanas that we see. It's more this yogic philosophy, which I got connected with. And I think that made me more disciplined and more consistent. So even after losing weight, even after getting like a clearer skin, I still continued on the path. I didn't stop there. So I give all the credit to yoga for that.
Yeah.
And because I got the gift myself, I thought it was my responsibility to take it to people, because I had seen a lot of people struggling with similar issues.
Yeah.
And it's a journey for everyone. There's no one prescribed pill for everyone. But some people are not even sure of getting on that bus, of taking that journey.
And you said yoga and the plant-based eating, and taking a holistic approach to life, that's what has led you to living a purposeful life and being happy with yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So can you share with us some basic steps for beginners, maybe, if someone wants to get into this lifestyle, so they don't feel like overwhelmed and things are too stressful for them in the beginning? Because I know for you, for example, it wasn't that easy. Right?
Yes.
So what were some tips and tricks that if a beginner wants to start to, they can implement to like have an easy start?
How I started was I picked one habit at a time, but I would still want to conclude my journey in like 7 habits.
Okay.
So first comes with just having a clean body. Okay. And how do we clean our body? The first thing you put in the morning in your body should be something which helps detox the body. Because you're like after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, you have a like whatever food you've eaten, it needs to be released out, eliminated out of the body, and it has got enough rest.
What are some things that can detox the body?
So I start my day like I was having chai. That's Indian chai.
Okay.
That's tea.
Yeah.
In the morning. I replaced it with a detox juice.
Okay.
It can be a green juice, or it can be a detox smoothie as well. I mean, it depends on how hungry one is.
Yeah.
So one has to start the day with a detox juice.
Okay, that's number one.
That's number one, because that makes the body more alkaline.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not putting anything acidic in the body. and that kind of helps in the elimination process,
Okay.
the cleaning part.
Yeah.
Because you will not be able to assimilate and absorb the nutrients from the eating during the day
Yeah.
unless you clean
Okay.
the first thing in the morning. And it cannot be coffee.
Yeah.
It cannot be tea.
Okay.
Okay, because these are acidic. They
Yeah.
are stimulants.
Okay.
So-
So what about lemon, and because I always have lemon and honey in the morning
Yeah.
in my tea.
But I would also say that lemon and honey is great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but honey is again not plant-based.
Yeah.
Okay, and I
You encourage plant-based.
encourage plant-based. Yes.
Yeah. So lemon and honey will be for us who are non-vegetarians, probably.
Like you can take lemon water,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But having see, if you're having juice, green juice, so
Yeah.
I've put like 3 vegetables in it. I've put, let's say, kale and some ginger, and for some sweetness, I've put pineapple. Okay, and maybe mix some celery or cucumber. So it makes it's a potent micronutrient bomb.
Okay.
Okay, it can literally flush your intestines because it will be digested very quickly.
Okay.
Okay, and it literally cleans the entire system,
Yeah.
and you will feel like 2 to 3 days into having your detox juice, you will actually feel that your hunger has improved.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another indicator of this is another indicator of being really healthy, is that you feel a true sense of hunger.
Yeah.
Okay, at least twice a day. Okay, so some people don't feel hungry at all after waking up. Okay,
Yeah.
they will right
Exactly.
away eat at 12
Exactly.
after being awake for 3-4 hours. But that would not happen if your body has eliminated properly. Now it's ready to eat,
Yeah.
like it's ready for food. So you will start to feel the change in your system, in your body. It's just that, your body is always communicating with you. It's just that you don't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually
we are
ignore it. Yeah.
ignoring it. Yeah.
So what was another point? You
Yes.
already mentioned a few points.
Yes. So one was the clean body.
Yeah.
Then the other is eating whole food,
Yeah.
living plant-based foods. Okay. So because that would have a lot of antioxidants and required vitamins, and that's extremely, extremely good for our system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would not say go vegan.
Yeah.
Okay, I would rather say go whole food, plant-based, because even a bag of fries is vegan.
Yeah.
Okay, but what nutrient does that contain? So you always have to look for the nutrient content in the food.
Oh, okay. So rather
Yes.
than just focusing on, okay, this is vegan, this is not vegan,
Right.
you
yes.
have to focus on which nutrients are in that vegan food,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
where you can have the best nourishment for your body.
Exactly. I would, I would give you an analogy. Just think of a blender, like a jar. Okay, the food processor. I'm sure you must have used it.
Yeah.
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 So if you put cucumber, if you put any leafy green in
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
or any vegetable, right, and you blend it. So what do you think will happen? Will it blend easily, or will it be difficult for you to blend?
It might blend easily.
It'll blend easily, yeah.
Yeah.
And now try to think of a burger or something which is too fried,
Yeah, that's gonna
something
be tough.
super, super solid, like without like greasy and heavy.
That's definitely gonna be tough, and you require more water
More water. Exactly.
blend it up.
So that exactly happens in your stomach. I mean, of course, the stomach acids are really powerful, but you need to be sure of what you're putting. And am I giving enough salads? Am I giving enough water-rich food? Am I giving enough nutrients so that it is not overburdened? So the stomach is not overburdened. And when you're even, like I'll go back to the juices or even the smoothies, because that's a great way to start your day. So when you're giving the nourishment along with water, like a lot of water rich food, it is giving not just the detox, also proper nourishment, and also making sure that the food, the other grainy food, which will come later on, which is water poor, will be digested better.
Okay.
Because if you are going to add something water rich in the blender, then it will blend easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So that's another point.
Yeah.
There's another third point, which is to sleep like a baby.
Okay.
Okay, so people don't take their sleep very seriously.
Yeah.
So sleep is also something which I feel one cannot be talking about fitness. One cannot be talking about wellness if they're neglecting their sleep, because it shows up on the next day. Like you would obviously need coffee and all that to keep yourself awake artificially.
Yeah.
But in deep rest, your body heals and repairs itself naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, you would not need any supplements or any other external things for that.
Yeah.
So sleeping is the third most important thing, which I felt that was a part of my wellness journey. And I corrected my sleep cycle. Now I wake up super early. And I've been able to do it because I have literally taken my sleep routine very seriously.
Okay. So why did you actually choose like to go in the direction of yoga rather than maybe strength and other forms of training?
Honestly, I do strength training as well.
Okay.
So I would not say just do yoga. Okay. It is a form of movement,
Yeah.
of course. And not many people would be aligned to do practice the asanas, but it is just not that. Okay. Why I chose it was because it was not just helping me physically, but it was working on my mental well-being as well.
Okay.
Because if I talk about, there are 8 limbs or legs, of yoga.
Yeah.
So these are called Ashtang Yoga, which is quite popular among the yoga practitioners. So if you allow me, I would just break it down for you.
Break it down. Yeah.
So the first limb is your social discipline,
Okay.
which is your yam. Second is niyam. It is my self-discipline. Okay. And then comes asan, which is a physical practice. So if you say people who want to strength train, so even when we are talking about the 8 limbs, I'll come to the other limbs later on. So you see the physical aspect comes at number 3. The first 2 aspects are about social discipline and self-discipline, which contains cleanliness, being non-violent, and working on self and giving yourself challenges. Like a lot of other sub parts are there to these 2 limbs. Okay, so this is a universal concept.
Yeah.
This is not just for somebody who wants to practice on the mat. It is also applicable to somebody who wants to strength train, do an Ironman, or swim, or hitchhike, whatever.
Yeah.
So it is a universal philosophy, and it is applicable to everyone.
Okay.
And later on comes, after asan comes pranayam, which is the breath work. And I've met so many people, especially in Copenhagen. Like I was amazed that the breath work is more popular here than people back in India. If I talk about pranayam is breath work. It's it really calms you down.
Yeah.
And with the kind of stress that we are dealing with these days, it is extremely, extremely essential. If people can just have a few minutes of mindfulness, add few minutes of this practice to their day. Then comes pratyahar.
Okay.
Pratyahar means you have to control your senses, or limit your sensory engagement. So when we talk about digital detox, what is it? it is kind of a detox for your eyes. So we have 5 senses, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we know these concepts. We've been talking about it. It's just that when I got to know them through the lens of yoga, it made all the more sense to me because it was written thousands of years back, right? And then comes dharana. It is focus, concentration. It is a universal concept. Everyone is struggling with concentration.
Yeah.
Because first of all, we are so much on social media these days. So, how to develop one pointed focus, how to develop that concentration. That is also yoga. That's also teaching us. Okay. Then comes dhyan. Dhyan is meditation.
Yeah.
I think I should not even elaborate
Yeah.
because I guess you must have, like, if
Try to meditate.
yeah. So anybody who wants who would know about wellness in any way would have heard about meditation.
Yeah.
So lastly comes samadhi, which is liberation.
Okay.
Okay, so once you have meditated well enough, you're actually liberated. You're a happy person. You really, nothing can shake you. And being blissful, being extremely happy is our true nature. So these are the 8 limbs. And these are like, even if a person does not want to practice asana,
Yeah.
I think they can still venture into this world of yoga and they can still be supremely benefited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when people listen to the term yoga,
Yeah.
what comes into their mind is probably sitting in a classroom with many other women and probably doing some yoga exercises like stretching and things like that. So you breaking it down that yoga has 8 different limbs, does someone need to practice all of these 8 things every day they're doing yoga?
Not really. How I would want to teach is that I would also want to incorporate the certain limbs during the practice.
Yeah.
It's for the students to take. It's for anyone. Like, if suppose if I was struggling with discipline, okay, and it was one area that I wanted to work on,
Okay.
and if it would be taught to me in the class, then it is my requirement. Okay, if I'm really thirsty, I would go and get water myself.
True.
It cannot be forced on me.
You've actually made this shift from, you said you were in the finance department and now you are in your own self-employed space where you offer online coaching of
right.
yoga classes, right? And you're health and wellness coach, right? How did this news come across to your parents? Were they like happy? Were your family like, this is just a craziness, or what did they do? How
I
was
think
it?
they've seen my journey.
Yeah.
And with my parents, initially, maybe for a very brief time, they were a little skeptical because I was not including certain ingredients in my food. So after that, when they've seen me grow into the person that I am now, they have been my biggest supporters.
Okay.
And in fact, they have also incorporated so many of the things that I do now.
Yeah.
And so many, like even the detox juices, if I talk about the smoothies. So they've incorporated all of that in their lives. So they knew, they could see how happy I was when I would be teaching, even back in India. And they have been like super happy about this shift.
Okay. How was your childhood like? Tell us about your childhood.
Okay.
Let's get to know you a bit more.
Yeah, my childhood has been super comfortable. If I talk about the physical comforts, I was a very pampered child because I was the youngest. I have 2 elder siblings, and I have a huge age age gap with my siblings. So they were taking care of everything along with my parents. So that ways it has been very comfortable. I was a smart kid. I would get good marks and like a lot of appreciation. And I was also good in not just the academics, but also in my extracurriculars. So that was sorted. But I believe after I hit the age of 16, um, I started to feel like there's nobody to understand me. I mean, I would not be able to communicate myself better. Not like this at all. So there was a distance for a very brief period of time when I started to read more, because books uh, started to give me that answer, or that understanding, because I remember stumbling upon a book called Chicken Soup for the Soul
Yeah.
at the age of 16 in my library, in my school library. And when I started to read, like in that 1 hour during my library period,
Yeah.
it was so fascinating, because it is written by an American author, and the stories are from that side of the world, but it just felt like as if I'm speaking,
Okay.
the teenagers.
Yeah.
So that was my tryst with like reading. So I
Yeah.
got into reading more, writing also. I would write, I would journal. So it began from a very young age, because that kind of self reflection made me a strong person, made me who I am. So for a very brief period, I did feel like I had nobody, and that like I'm super happy to have found wisdom in the books,
Yeah.
which actually helped me sail through and build deeper bonds with my family later on.
Okay. And how were your parents towards you and your siblings? Was it like a beautiful atmosphere, warm all the time, or strict though?
I think my dad has been super strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite scared of him. In fact, I remember until the age of 22, I was super scared of him. And he has been strict with all of us. Yeah. So he would be strict about the right things, which I feel are right now, about waking up early and about having my veggies and, a lot of studying properly. Although I was getting good grades, but he would still be like, yeah, you could have done better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess has been super strict, and my mother was just the opposite. So I guess they have balanced each other out. Yeah.
Let's talk about school life.
Yes, I studied to be an engineer, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I had to write, like in India, what happens is that you have to appear for certain competitive exams to get into the government sector. So I knew sort of back in college as well that I'm not interested in engineering,
Yeah.
but I might help in public service. I might be there more for the people. So let me get into the government sector bureaucracy, so that I can really help people on ground. And that's when I wrote the competitive exams, and I was decent in my academics, so I got through. And that's when it occurred to me, okay, this doesn't make sense. Now I don't think so I can make any difference. It was just for my idea of success,
Yeah.
that what I was chasing. It has got nothing to do with others.
So the engineering part was just like, oh, I want to be an engineer, and after a while you realize it's not actually what you wanted to do.
Yeah, that also I picked up because I saw all the smart kids
Yeah.
in my school
Wanting
take
to be-
engineering.
yeah.
Yeah. So although I was more into, like I said, at the age of 16, when I was so much exposed to the world of literature, I was reading so much, I was writing myself, I still thought engineering is a safer option. You get perky jobs, you get more cushy jobs, and you get paid well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so the kind of motivation was completely different.
Yeah.
And yes, I think I was quite impressionable. Yeah.
So when did this shift come from engineering to finance?
Just after I completed my graduation,
Mm-hmm.
I started appearing for the exams, the competitive exams. And when I got through, so, okay, so when you get into bureaucracy, it is very generic. So you can opt for any department that you want
Okay.
to. And
Okay.
then I opted for the taxation department because it just, again,
Yeah.
it seemed very like quite privileged and, very,
I see.
yeah,
A better position.
a better position, right?
How were your friends during this time? How was everyone reacting to you? Were they like moving, leveling up too, or was everyone looking at you like, oh, she's becoming somebody? And
Yeah, few
Yeah.
of them were actually, when I was in that, when I was in the preparatory phase, they didn't really understand what I was up to. They
Yeah.
were like, oh God, why aren't you working in a corporate sector?
Yeah.
So they were very, on, like my close friends were kind of concerned.
Mm.
But then they knew that I will do something with my life. Like they knew. They've known me long enough. So when I got through, of course, that also kind of added up that, oh, she works there. But my experience has been quite hollow. I never thought I've achieved something. Not even for day one. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your definition of success for you?
It's changing now.
Yeah.
Earlier it was quite different, so I will not even get there. Yeah. But right now, my idea of success is to be able to do most of the things that I wish to do during the day. So if I wake up early and if I have to rush to work without my morning routine, then no matter how much I'm paid there, that is not success for me. So I would want to have a right morning routine. I want to impact lives. I want, again, the kind of people that I have met, the workshops that I've done, the books that I've read, how it shaped me, how it was my anchor during my times of low. I want to be that person. I want to really make a difference, a shift in the lives of others. And it could be through a lot of things. It could be through podcasts, through videos, through writing, anything, any form. So if it is not impacting, if it is not creating sort of a ripple in the lives of others, then again, I think it is too self-absorbed.
Okay.
Okay. And again, I would not say, oh, that now austerity is my thing. It should pay me well at certain point so that I'm able to live a comfortable life. Now, by comfortable, I don't mean X number of bags or X number of cars or a palatial bungalow. No, a comfortable, decent life so that it is wholesome for me.
Let's talk about yoga for a brief period again. How does someone start with yoga? You named 8 limbs, right?
Yeah.
So where does someone have to start?
So it depends the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in practicing asanas and coming for the class?
Mm.
You have to be honest. You don't need to impress me. If I were to offer you a class, would you be interested?
It depends on my schedule. Because that's one big problem we all have.
No,
right?
if you have time. Let's say
Yeah.
if you have time,
Okay,
would you
if I have
still be
time,
interested?
I'll come. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I would suggest if you are at least this much open to coming for the class, then open yourself to the class, come for the class. Okay. If not, if you're like, no, I can't do this. Okay. Then I would suggest you at least open yourself to the philosophy.
Okay.
So something so beautiful. And I believe 80% of the yoga happens off the mat, not on the mat. Yeah.
Okay.
So even when I talk about 8 limbs,
Yeah.
so let's start with the first limb because you're a beginner.
Mhm.
Yum. Okay, yum has again 5 sub parts to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first is non-violence, ahimsa.
Mhm.
Then is asteya. Asteya is non-stealing. Okay, so if I suppose if we had a meeting scheduled for 1 and I don't show up at till 2,
Okay.
what am I doing? Stealing your time,
Yeah.
right?
True.
I call you at random. You're my friend. You're my really good friend, and I know that you're there for me. But I call you at a random hour without even thinking uh, about your personal life, without even caring about it,
Yeah.
without even like asking if we can talk.
Mhm.
And I just go and go on and rant about my stuff. So, am I not stealing your personal space?
True.
That's also asteya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In wider terms, we're stealing from nature in
Yeah.
many ways
Yeah.
by hoarding so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, when we don't even need a lot of things.
Mhm.
So one thing so beautiful in Denmark is that people give away stuff. Yeah, easily. Like they would want others, they would share, they would not hoard.
True.
So that's asteya. Then comes aparigraha. Aparigraha is again non-hoarding. So decluttering.
Okay.
So we talk about minimalism a lot these days. That's aparigraha.
Okay.
Okay, and then is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is where you are living a life of moderation. Okay, not going too much, not being too extreme in things.
Mhm.
Okay, moderation in diet, moderation in even partying, enjoying, moderation in other things, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I missed a very important one, satya.
Okay.
Satya is truth,
Okay.
being truthful. So people in the garb of being honest kind of destroy people these days. You know, I'll say I'm honest. I'm like that. But then I just, just be by saying I'm honest, I can just go on and say so many things about you which will just shake your confidence,
Yeah.
which can really ruin a lot of things for you.
You're right.
So you are honest, but is that honesty, is that truth helpful for the person? And also, am I truthful to my own self? So my value system says that I have to wake up early. But just to please a bunch of friends, I agree for a late night. Not once, but I mean, once is fine, but like I always agree to meet them late in the night for dinner.
Yeah.
So is that being truthful to myself? No. Somewhere I'm distorted in my value system, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. We can start with this. Like I can go
Yeah,
on and
yeah,
on. I
yeah.
mean, initially we think of the philosophy. We try and, initially we learn about the philosophy. We try to incorporate whatever works for us. Okay? And I guess that's also yoga.
Yeah. Wow. It's so informative, I would say, looking at yoga from these standpoints, is so rich in philosophy, a lot of different practices that are involved in the yoga, rather than just going for classes and doing like a few stretches
Yes.
here and there,
Right.
because when you're breaking it down this way, it looks more like a wellness and a holistic way of living. Like you said, it starts out of the classes off the mat,
Yes.
and it looks like the yoga is not even yoga anymore. It's it's a total
It's-
way of
And you won't believe it's so relevant in today's day and age. Everything is just like whenever I read the text, I'm like, oh God, there's a complete book. There's a movie made on it. There's a book written on it.
yeah.
And it was written thousands of years ago. Like it's crazy.
Hey, this is insane. Wow. So, what are some misconceptions people have about yoga?
That is just stretching.
Yeah, right. For like
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Like I think maybe yoga is just stretching.
Yeah.
Is there any other big misconceptions they have about it?
That is so difficult. It's so difficult. And it is only for certain people. Yeah. So there were few postures which seemed difficult initially to me as well. But that's when I believe my consistency helped, because you need not be too flexible to be a good practitioner. You just need to be disciplined. And flexibility comes as a result of being consistent.
Yeah.
Because when you, it may not be like you're able to twist and turn your body,
Yeah.
but flexibility of the mind. You're ready to fall down.
Okay.
Okay, you're willing in your head, you're willing to fall down a couple of times to unlock a certain posture. So maybe physically you will achieve a posture much later, but mentally you have overcome a big thing, a big hurdle,
Yeah.
when your mind is telling you you can't do it.
Yeah.
And you think, will it stay only on the mat? No. That attitude carries to other areas of your life as well.
Exactly.
One of the misconceptions is that you need to be flexible
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
So when people look at yoga, they don't have to focus a lot on the difficult postures. They can start with some basics as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. So what are some interesting things we need to know about the yoga exercises and the yoga concept of living? All of that.
I would not know if it's fun, but interesting for sure. Lot of mental blockages, emotional healing.
Yeah.
Sorry, mental blockages get removed,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of emotional healing
Yeah.
which happens through certain asana practice. We store a lot of our emotions, suppressed emotions in our body. And when we are continuously, certain postures, certain asanas are designed in a way that it is unlocking a lot of stored energy within that area of the body. So it could be the heart, it could be the hips, where you're storing a lot of stored emotions. So that happens
Okay.
through consistent practice. You may not feel lighter in weight. I mean, of course you would if you're eating proper diet, also if you're eating healthy
Yeah.
with the practice. But mentally you will start to feel lighter, for sure.
So there are a lot of young girls, watching this interview. What would you like to say to them? Some words of inspiration.
If I have to talk to my younger self, I would say just trust in yourself. Your inner voice is so powerful. You have to connect to it. And I would not say don't listen to others, but believe in yourself more
Mm-hmm.
and show up for yourself. Trust, show up, and believe.
All right, we are the part of our show where we have a game, right? We have a
Okay,
game
yeah.
called Know Me Uncomfortably Well. We have like 30 seconds for each question, so you can give a response only in 30 seconds, no more, no less.
Okay.
All right.
I'll try.
Yeah. So, you ready to go?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Name three of your favorite dishes.
Zucchini salad, broccoli salad, and mushroom soup.
Okay. Name three of your favorite music artists.
Krishan Das.
Yeah.
Oh God. Arijit Singh.
Yeah.
He's an Indian.
Yeah.
And Sonu Nigam.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to collaborate with three people from any industry of your choice, who would they be?
I would like to collaborate with all the authors that who have inspired me.
Okay.
So one of them is Robin Sharma. Oh my God, I'm nervous actually. You see, I'm nervous. I've forgotten the names of all the people.
Relax.
Okay.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
It's just a game, you know.
Yeah, but I'm very competitive.
I know.
Yeah.
You want everything to be perfect and
Yeah,
all that. I know.
right.
I've seen from your videos. I know the way you're detail oriented.
Okay.
Right? But it's just a
Glad.
game. Relax.
Yeah.
Name three of your favorite songs.
If it is a prayer, is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually Hanuman Chalisa. It's very, very powerful.
Okay.
Another song is Tu Jaane Na. It's a Hindi song.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also one more. The Flowers by Miley Cyrus. I love it. Yeah.
Name three of your favorite movies.
Tamasha, which is a Hindi movie.
Mm-hmm.
Life of Pi. And The Pursuit of Happiness.
Name three of your favorite books.
So many of them. One is Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramhans Yogananda. Bhagavad Gita, for sure. Like it's a life book, and it's difficult, very difficult to pick. But I would say Psychology of Money.
Yeah. Nice. Name three of your favorite places you haven't been to yet.
I really want to visit New Zealand.
Mm.
I think it's very beautiful. Then I also want to explore South America. So Peru, Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these places. I also want to visit Kailash Mansarovar.
Do you sleep on your side, belly, or on your back?
Back. Yeah.
On the back?
Yeah.
Isn't it like weird to sleep on your back like that?
I don't know, but
Looking at
I
the
don't
ceiling?
even know how I sleep, honestly.
don't know?
I sleep like a baby, I'm telling you. It's
okay.
so, like, I sleep and then the world stops for me. It's very difficult to wake me up, but my sleep quota is short. 6 hours or maybe 6.5 hours, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but while I'm asleep, I'm in deep sleep.
Yeah. So on a rest day, do you prefer to stay indoors and relax or go out and have fun?
Depends. Depends on the weather. So in this weather, I would not prefer to go out.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, I would like to explore outdoors, go on a trek or maybe some external activity. But it is always weather dependent. So in Delhi, it used to be really hot at times.
Yeah.
Or actually Delhi had extreme weathers. But in Copenhagen, it's again too cold. But I'm actually waiting for the summers.
What's one thing you hate most?
Hate.
Yeah.
I don't hate anything. It's like I don't have strong emotions about anything. I'm like, okay, let people be.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm intolerant. I'm also not intolerant to a lot of things. I always try to think what could be the other person thinking. What is this person's perspective? Even if I don't hate anything. Sorry. Like I don't want to sound too saintly, but I don't hate anything.
Okay. What's one thing you love most?
My morning practice. Not yoga, meditation.
All
Yeah.
right. Do you have a role model?
I have a guru.
Mm-hmm.
I really look up to him. His name is Neem Karoli Baba.
Name three best dating tips a potential candidate needs in order to get you laid.
He needs to be smart.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of my husband.
Yeah.
He needs to be really smart. He needs to be also spiritual in some way.
Okay.
Okay. Because I want to have deep conversations with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he needs to be more outgoing, like not too lazy.
You should be able to have fun with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, if I say, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
So, okay, pack your bags and let's go. So that level of enthusiasm should be
Yeah.
there.
So if you have to go with one style, what would it be? A, sports and active wear. B, urban and street wear. C, elegant and classic clothing. Or D, high-end fashion.
Sports and activewear.
Why sports and active wear?
I think I'm the most comfortable.
Hmm.
Yeah, in my sportswear. In fact, recently I've just been shopping my athleisure and
Yeah.
activewear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are 5 essential things you can live without?
I'm new to Copenhagen, so the Indian masalas. Oh my God. Lifesaver.
Yeah.
I mean, I really miss the taste and
Yeah.
the smell of the Indian curry
Yeah.
a lot of times. So Indian masalas.
Yeah.
Plants.
Okay.
I am a big plant lover.
Yeah.
So even when I moved here, the first thing I was actually not concerned about the furniture, but getting more plants in the house. So plants. Again, having a routine is something which, like, I'm even when I'm on vacation, I'm missing my routine. So I want to come back early so that I can get back in routine. That's insane. That
Yeah.
may sound boring, but yes. I wouldn't name people here
Yeah.
because I think that's too cliched. So what are the two other things? Okay, of course. Let it be.
right.
My family. My
Your
family.
family, all right.
Yeah.
Awesome. We are at the end of the show right now.
Wow.
Before we close, is there anything on your mind that you want to share before we're closing?
I would just say breathe through life. It's not that complicated. Sometimes some days can be overwhelming, but there's always a higher power out there. Doesn't matter if you believe in God or not, but there's some energy, some source that's always watching your back. So no matter how difficult it is for you right now, or you may feel like giving up, but just hold on.
All right, guys, there you have it. It's been the Chicha Show. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We did have an amazing yoga instructor today. She's into wellness and health. Check out the links in the description. We're going to leave a link for you to contact Manica. Thank you so much for watching again.